If you have ever looked around and wondered where all your friends disappeared to after college, you are not alone. Making new friends as an adult often feels impossibly hard, leaving many of us quietly navigating a very specific type of loneliness. This is episode 4 of our Let Them series. Today, we are exploring insights from best-selling author Mel Robbins to understand exactly why adult connection feels so difficult and what you can actually do about it. We tend to look back at our childhoods and assume we were simply better at socializing back then. The reality is that making friends early in life is a group sport. Look at this visual counter. According to research, it takes about 200 hours of spending time with someone to become a close friend. In high school or college, because you are eating meals together, sharing dorms, and sitting in class every single day, you easily clock those 200 hours every few weeks. For the first 20 years of your life, your schedule is planned for you by parents, the school system, and extracurricular activities. You are constantly surrounded by people your exact same age, going through the exact same experiences at the exact same time. That deep sense of connection you felt growing up was the direct result of a highly engineered environment that practically guaranteed you would make friends without you having to put in any conscious effort. Then adulthood hits. You graduate, and that forced structure completely vanishes overnight. Mel Robbins calls this sudden shift the Great Scattering. Your peer group finishes school, and suddenly everyone is launched in completely different directions. Over the next decade, the group splinters again and again. Friends take jobs in new cities, they get married, and they start having kids or moving to the suburbs. Each major life milestone pulls the remaining threads of that original network further apart. When those connections start to fade, it is incredibly easy to take it personally. You wonder if you did something wrong, or if people simply do not want to hang out with you anymore. The brutal truth is that a shrinking social circle rarely has anything to do with you. It is the predictable result of the structural safety net of your youth collapsing. When adult friendships begin to fade, it is rarely due to a lack of care. Usually, the bond is being shaped by shifting logistics, specifically proximity, timing, and energy. Proximity is simply how often you are physically near someone. It is much easier to stay close to people you see naturally in your daily routine. When you don't live near each other, maintaining that bond requires a massive increase in deliberate effort. Timing refers to the specific chapter of life you are in. This chart illustrates a stark statistical reality. The massive bar on the left shows the sheer volume of hours you will spend with your coworkers between the ages of 21 and 60. It completely dwarfs the time you will spend with your friends and family combined. But logging hours isn't enough if your life stages are misaligned. If you are 25 and your coworkers are 65 with grandchildren, you might have a great working relationship, but you probably won't become best friends because you are in totally different chapters. The final force is energy. You either naturally click with someone or you do not. As you both grow into new versions of yourselves over the years, that energy inevitably shifts. Outgrowing a past college friendship is a completely normal evolution. When you view your social life through these lenses, the challenge of staying connected shifts from a painful emotional mystery into a manageable logistical reality. So, what do you do now? You have to stop waiting for invitations. As an adult, nobody owes you an invite, and no one is going to magically knock on your door to hand you a fun social circle. Your social life is now entirely your responsibility. To build it, you have to adopt a proactive approach and get comfortable with the inherent awkwardness of going first. Going first means introducing yourself to the people around you without any expectations. It is as simple as walking into the coffee shop you visit every week, looking the barista in the eye and asking for their name, or complimenting a stranger on the book they are reading. Leaning into these brief, slightly uncomfortable moments of micro-courage is the only way to manually rebuild the structure that your school years used to provide for free. When you start doing this, you begin building your social scaffolding. Social scaffolding is a local network of weak ties, meaning familiar faces in your community that you know by their first names. Here is a highly effective tactic. Create a dedicated file in your phone right now. Jot down the names and a quick description of the people you meet at your local cafe or dog park, so you can greet them by name the very next time you see them. You also need to give yourself a realistic timeline. Whether you just moved, started a new job, or went through a major change, It takes a solid year of consistently putting yourself out there to truly find your people. Be flexible. Let transient connections come and go, and keep your focus entirely on what you can control, your own willingness to reach out. Understanding the great scattering helps you stop taking the distance personally. Once you see the structure, you can start taking action. We love having you in our community, so drop a comment below on how you plan to go first this week. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Well Drawn Wisdom, for more videos in this series. We will see you in the next one.